Preparing for your next trip to Europe and thinking about ways to stay connected while you're there? We all know how unreliable sketchy public networks are, and hunting for your next Wi-Fi spot while you're on the go isn't ideal. Luckily, there's a good solution. You can get an eSIM and all the hassle will go away. Here are my best eSIM for Europe picks so you can have fast, affordable internet in whatever corner of Europe you're gonna explore. In short, an eSIM functions like a regular SIM card, but you don't need to insert it into your phone physically. Instead, you can download an eSIM straight to your phone. It works almost instantly, giving you mobile data. Simply put, an eSIM saves you money and the hassle of finding a physical SIM when traveling. You don't need to look for overpriced SIM card kiosks, and you can even set up the eSIM before leaving your home. Then, once you land at your destination, you'll seamlessly transition to your eSIM data and avoid huge roaming charges. Right, but which eSIM provider should you choose? There are two eSIM options I consider to be the best eSIM for Europe providers. The first one is Saily. It has various plans covering most European countries, with different durations and data amounts. While Saily doesn't cover every single country, it does offer extensive coverage. So, for example, if you plan to travel to countries like France, Italy, Germany, Spain, and the UK. And if you're planning on traveling across continents, you can get global coverage too. What makes Saily stand out to me is its pricing and flexibility. Unlimited gigabytes for 15 days are very affordably priced, but then so are the smaller plans. For example, 1 gigabyte for 7 days costs just over $3. However, if you need a bigger plan, 5 gigabytes costs under 17 and 10 gigabytes costs around 27. Given the bill you'd rack up the other way with the roaming charges, this is peanuts. Even Saily's unlimited data plan for 30 days costs just over $60. One thing to keep in mind is that plan availability and pricing depend on the country you're traveling to. While all these countries I'm showing on screen right now have pretty similar packages, the prices can still differ for specific plans. For example, the 10 gigabyte plan costs slightly less in Italy than it does in France. The Saily eSIM setup is simple too, with its modern and easy to use interface. Plus, there are 3 bonus features: Saily's Data Saver, the virtual location, and web protection. The Data Saver is essentially an ad blocker, which will cut down on data used when browsing. And Web Protection shields your device from online threats like malware and phishing attempts. Lastly, Virtual Location increases privacy by rerouting traffic through a remote server. Personally, this is how I stay up on new TV shows I'm watching that are only streaming back home, so it's definitely a neat feature. If Saily sounds good to you already, why not save yourself some cash? Scan the QR code on screen or click the link below to save big before sailing overseas. Pun intended. While Saily eSIM is undeniably one of the best eSIM for travel options, its competitor, Airalo, is also worth looking at. Like Saily, Airalo has many plans with extensive European country coverage and a dedicated EU-wide plan. One of the things that separates Airalo from Saily is that with Airalo, you can choose plans with calls and texts included. Granted, they are pricier, but that's only natural since you get more benefits. Let's take a closer look at what Airalo has for us. Say I'm traveling to Italy. Like Saily, Airalo is flexible in the amount of data it offers with its plans. You can get plans as low as 1 gigabyte or a bigger one that offers 10 or 20 gigabytes. However, if we compare those prices to Saily's, you'll notice the prices are higher for specific countries, and with less data to show for it. That said, Airalo edges ahead of Saily with its unlimited data plan that covers 42 European countries. It costs quite a bit less, so if you're Mr. Worldwide looking to cover a lot of ground during your overseas trip to Europe, Airalo is the best eSIM for that. To be frank, if you're planning to travel across Europe, I'd suggest getting the EU-wide plan and being done with it. It covers 42 countries and won't break the bank. But how about activating the eSIM once you get it? While Airalo's setup isn't complicated, it is more hands-on than Saily's. Saily's is just more streamlined, making the setup a breeze. I have another video for the installation walkthrough. You can click the button on screen right now if you want to take a peek at that to see what it looks like. Just a reminder, don't forget to save money by clicking either of the links in the description. It's a win-win. You get more data on your trip and keep more money in your wallet. So with all that said, which eSIM is the best for Europe? I'd recommend getting Saily if you want affordable plans for both single destination trips or Europe-wide coverage with extra features as a nice bonus. And choose Airalo if you need texts and calls and unlimited data coverage across many countries. That's it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.